guys know someone who is in this country illegally? They might be under the protection of the DREAM Act. The DREAM Act is the Development, Relief, and Education for Alien Minors, and it passed in California in 2011. It has protected hundreds of thousands of minors who have been here for 10 plus years and have no idea of how to live in Mexico. So they protect them under that act and allows them to continue having an education in the States and not being at risk of being sent back. So the DREAM Act states that the person must have crossed the border before the age of 16, they must have graduated high school, and they must be in a continuation education program. After 6 years, or originally you have conditional citizenship, and after 6 years you can qualify for permanent residence. There are also many other conditions that you must pass in order to be under that act, but there are hundreds of thousands of minors who do qualify for that act. And it is sad to see that such a beneficial act for so many people who live here in peace is being tampered with. The Trump administration has made it clear that they will do whatever it takes to get many immigrants out of this country as soon as possible. He originally stated that he would only target criminals and people who are an offense to this country. We all know that that is not true. He is still planning on building a wall on the border and keeping away any further children or undocumented people from crossing. Many people who have lived in the United States for 20 plus years are being swiped away from their homes and families without being aware. The first dreamer has officially been sent back across the border with no previous knowledge of doing so. Juan Manuel Montes came to the United States with his family at the mere age of 9. He is now 23. He has lived in the United States for 14 years. He has no idea how to live in Mexico or how to continue his education out there. He now has to work full-time and has no time to continue his education. His life has been put on hold because of an act that has caused so many children to be at risk. My family friend called my dad a few weeks ago, telling him that he is terrified of being sent back, and asked him if he could look after his business if he was to be sent back. Juan Manuel Montes graduated high school, and he was going to a community college. 10 others with a similar story are currently being detained. The DREAM Act benefits the country socially and economically, and it creates jobs and protects innocent people who are here for no other reason other than to live a better life. People under the protection of the Act have not been a threat to society, and it is clear that we need to do something to protect these children further.
Miss Cindy, how did that go?
Compared to my last speech, I made more of an outline than like memorization stuff. So I think I looked up a lot more. It just made it a little harder to follow when I looked down to my next outline point.
Alrighty. Anything else?
I might have jumped a little bit from point to point, but I think that's it.
Okay.
I think I was pretty clear with my outline.
Okay. Alright. Teammates, if you could, offer some feedback.
In terms of your content, I like how you gave like real world stories of people who are being affected by this. It really gives context to how this issue is really like breaking apart families and breaking apart futures of people.
I really liked your structure. I really like the fact that you asked the question firsthand, because a lot of people don't realize how many people are actually affected by it. Like, I know when the whole entire election happened, one of my friends here was crying. She was afraid that she was going to have to leave Cal Poly because of that. And I just really like the way you put it in perspective, and you really opened that awareness for everyone.
Your delivery was good. You didn't look down as much. You didn't use a lot of filler words also. And going off of that, you sounded very confident in what you were saying. Like, you didn't brought up and that had an impact on other people around us?
Okay. Cindy, a couple of things. I thought, first of all, I think appropriate topic to select. I think that there's issues going on with the Dream Act now and ICE. There's just something about sanctuary cities that was published again today, funding and all that kind of stuff. So